your father when he passed
Yes,
away.
yes,
Was that
yeah.
the first time that you or somebody in the family realized that, okay, I have this ability, or weren't you
No,
scared?
this
Or,
family ability was realized by my father when he was alive.
okay.
I was about 12 when I got told of an incident that was going to happen in my family.
Mm,
And when I said it to my mother, she says, just stop. I don't want to hear anymore. And
mm,
when I said it to my father, he said, say this again.
mm,
And then he used to read spiritual books like uh, Lobsang Rampas. And after he died, when I was very young, he died at a time when I needed him most. And we never stopped connecting.
okay.
He always stayed connected to me. So in my life, as I moved on, got married, and I lost my first baby,
Mm,
I was always worried because my baby died of a coarctation of the aorta, and she had also gone through dialysis, and she had gone through a lot of processes that elderly people would go through,
mm,
and the pain was a lot, a lot.
mm,
So I kept wondering how my baby was and would talk to my father in my thoughts and ask him to take care of this child of mine. But I mean, it was like it wouldn't stop. The pain wouldn't stop. I moved into my art, I moved into writing, but nothing stopped it
mm,
until I grew spiritually and understood that the doctor was not to blame, the moment was not to blame. It was something that I had to do, and that was to deliver this soul.
mm,
And when I understood that, there was a day when I was sitting with my crossword. I finished doing the crossword, I put my pen down, and I suddenly realized that this cross pen, it was a metal pen, a heavy pen, started to take a circle, turn around. And I was like, am I going crazy? And then so I looked at it again. When I
mm,
looked at it again, it turned a full circle again. So then the common sense thing was to just pick up that pen and put it on paper and ask what it wanted to tell me. And that is when the whole thing began. They gave me a prayer, they gave me the whole method of auto writing, and then it stopped writing, it only started to scratch. For about 3 to 4 months, I have filled books and books, scratched in them, lines and up and down lines, and some mountains and some designs, until words started to come. It was literally like they were holding my hand, and like you do with a child, teaching me how to write an A and a B and a C.
mm.
But the process was very beautiful. Every time I went through it, I felt a certain lightness. I felt a lot of lift.
You were telling me about your daughter. Now,
Yes.
how old was she when? Would you be able to talk about?
Yes, she was 4 months old when she died,
Okay,
but
okay.
she suffered like that of an elderly person.
When a 4-month-old child, has to go through so much suffering and then go,
True.
I'm sure it must have been a relief for that soul also. But what does it
Absolutely.
what does it tell you about why does a soul come to this world? What has she or
Yes.
he come for if it's
Good,
only 4 months? Yeah.
good question. This was my grandfather who had died without a heart repair. And all he wanted to do, karmically a very high person, very high soul. So all he had remaining was to repair his heart. So he could move away from body into soul and away from matter into light energy. So this is what I was told, that this was my grandfather who had returned, gotten repaired, and that was all that he had to do. So he left. Another thing I was told was I was chosen to deliver this child. When I kept asking, why me? What wrong have I done? I have always loved children. This is not making sense with the proverb, as you sow, so you reap at all. So why has this happened to me? And for years I asked this question, but now I have stopped because I have understood the whole situation. And that because of this turmoil that I went through, I decided I need to move out for people, to move into the world to help others who suffered the same. So I was told also then that you have to start with parents who've lost children. And this is how it began. And I said, where will I go with a board on my body saying, come to me, I'm a healer, I will help, and I will do this for you? So they said, no, you go nowhere. We will send you the people. And believe me, in a short time, after I picked it up properly and I was ready, in about 3 years, it took me to start out for the people. And they trained me for 3 years, really, as in regularly, daily, after which I could help other parents who also suffered the same situation.
So, who are these they that you talk about? You know, when you say they told me, they guided me
Yeah.
as what to write.
To me, they are my teachers, my masters, my guides. But yes, they are also initially my family, which is, as I told you, my father and my mother from the other side. And then, of course, a lot of masters who I had mentally connected with in my living life, like a Sai Baba, like an Osho, like a Zarathustra, like a Guru Nanak, and these kind of people and souls who I used to read about, I used to love to know about, I used to hear about. So they also started to connect with me. Handwriting changed. I would suddenly realize a new entry. I would suddenly realize a new soul. There was an Edgar Casey who is also a universal
Yeah,
healer,
yeah.
and he was called the Sleeping Prophet. And of course, he told me one thing very strongly, and that is, I will never make you make the same mistake I made. And the mistake he made was he used to fall asleep and give predictions.
Oh,
So in that case, I am not connected at all. I can never fall asleep. In fact, I am a little more aware than normal awareness when such things are happening. So like that, each one has done their good for me, and I can never forget the beauties that they've shared with me. And I would love to share all of this with any and everybody who understands it. The point is, when you're giving something, we have to understand how it's being received.
right.
And if it's not being received, it's being wasted. Mhm.
Absolutely. When you say Sai Baba, you say Osho, you say Edgar, these are people, these are souls that have come to you in your
Yes.
visions, or how does it happen? How do you get the
No,
download? Yeah.
the download comes through my pen. My
Ah.
hand starts to move in a different way. My handwritings begin to change.
Hmm.
Some write very tiny, some write very big.
Hmm.
Like Osho writes very big, my father writes very tiny, my aunt writes very curvy, my mother writes very curvy. So, it's from personality to personality that their writings have been in a particular way. And now when they come through, they tell me. The first time I came to know it was Sai Baba, it came in very Shuddh Hindi, which is something I, as a person, was very bad in. Who is this person writing such type of Hindi with me? And I got told that it was Sai Baba. It was Shuddh, but it was very Gawar types
Ah.
also, very from the village types of
Dehati.
Hindi
Yeah.
language,
Yeah.
Dehati kind of a language, and very simple though Shuddh.
Ah.
I don't know how to explain. It was not a normal Hindi intellect. Same way when Guru Nanak comes through,
Oh my
he
God.
starts talking to me in Gurumukhi, mostly in Gurumukhi. And that really surprised me because I was called just like this for a meeting at a friend's place. They are all Guru Nanak believers. And I did go there. The whole family was called just to be present for this event. It was not like it was a homely thing.
Hmm.
And when writing started to come, it all came in Gurumukhi, and they all were shocked, and more than them, I was shocked
Yeah, because
because
Gurmukhi is
I never
difficult.
knew Gurumukhi.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if you were sitting and you get this urge to write, maybe it comes as an urge, I don't know.
Yes,
But
yes,
is
it
there
does.
also a voice telling you something, or is it?
Yes, yes. Now, what happens is, as an automatic writer, you grow.
Hmm.
But when you realize that automatic writing is a slow process,
Hmm.
and when the guides realize, or when the forces that are working with me, when they realize
Hmm.
that I am ready for a faster process, they put me onto being a vocal channel, which is now how I train my people to.
Oh,
Now it is very easy for me to put someone from auto writing into vocal channeling. But in the
wow.
past, it was difficult for me to pick it up. It just started to flow. What was coming through the pen started coming through the mouth so fast that I started recording it.
Okay.
When I started recording it, I realized sometimes the voices are normal, sometimes the voices have changed. I've gone deeper within, my eyes begin to shut, and things like this go on happening. And yes, so today I am a vocal medium also.
Now, when you talk about a medium, you talk about connecting a living person to somebody who is on the other side or who has passed away.